One of the first people I thought of. So give it up for your headliner tonight, Mike Campanella. A great guy. I really appreciate everything he's done for me. Glad I had the opportunity to return the favor. Mike.
All right, St. Mary's. Let's start with an act of contrition. Age-appropriate public service announcement. If anyone in this room was at or near Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987, you may be entitled to compensation. So call Uncle Bob, he'll take care of shit for you. Because I'm tired of the commercials and the ads, so let's get that money collected because I'm done with this shit. Alright, let's get into this. So I am a retired Jersey cop and one of the oldest untreated cases of stage 5 ADHD on the planet. That means that during the prime of my career, I had the ability to profile you, Josh. Pull you over, sexually harass you, violate your civil rights, and completely forget the very reason I stopped you in the first place. That's all in less than 1 minute, folks. Try adding that shit to your resume. Hashtag career builder. When a cop stops you and asks, do you have any idea why I pulled you over? Usually they're looking to see if you're going to be honest. If you're aware, if you know why we stopped you. I just fucking forgot. I was kind of hoping you could fill me in. Any idea why I pulled you over today? Was I speeding? Yes. Yes, you were. How fast was I going? How fast do you think you were going? Like 50? Yeah, 50. That's bananas. You gotta slow the fuck down. But what's the speed limit? I'm the one asking questions here. Give you a seatbelt ticket and we'll call it a day. Cool? Thank you. No. Thank you. Might have figured out I didn't write a whole lot of tickets as a cop, which might explain why I never got promoted throughout my career. Or perhaps it was because I ran my mouth like a sick duck's ass and pissed off my supervisor. I guess we'll never really know, will we? You know, when you're a kid with ADHD, people think you're just not focused, you're lazy, you're just not interested. But when you're an adult with ADHD... It's hilarious. What the fuck was I talking about? When I was a kid, having ADHD was a big deal. It was a stigma. Nowadays, if all you have is ADHD, you're a fucking lightweight. You need to step up your disability game something fierce. Oh, you have ADHD? That's cute. ADHD, ADD, ODD, PTSD, and IEP, and EIEI fucking O. Walk it off, bitch. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is having a stage 5 ADHD moment when you're smack dab in the middle of violating someone's civil rights? Pay attention, Josh. Do me a favor, boss. Put your hands on the hood of the car. Just gotta pat you down for weapons real quick, okay? Oh, look at Jersey Mike's. I could really go for a number 13. Josh, you got cocaine in your pocket. Bad news, good news scenario. Bad news, you're under arrest for possession of narcotics. Good news, on the way to headquarters, we're getting a sandwich. Do you want yours Mike's way? Sweet. So this year I took a job working security at an elementary school. Great gig, awesome schedule, summers off. I thought through my career as a cop I'd seen it all. I'd experienced all there was to see guards when it's fucked up. I quickly learned nothing on earth could have prepared me for the complete and utter potpourri of human fuck that occurs in an elementary school. You have no idea what our teachers have to put up with. Thank you, thank you. Give it up for the teachers. It's fun to hear. And a lot of this stage 5 douchebaggery occurs right in the main office. I have never uttered the words, what the fuck, and thanks Karen, more in my life since the pandemic. From helicopter moms and yoga pants, to lockdowns and pronouns, there is more shit occurring in your elementary school than you could possibly imagine. And if you're ever feeling bad about yourself as a parent or just a functioning human, I invite you to go sit in your local elementary school's main office for 5 fucking minutes. 1, you will instantly feel better about yourself. 2, you'll hear some entertaining shit. And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret you've been lied to your whole lives. There is such thing as a stupid fucking question. There is. And they're uttered 6 to 8 times an hour in the elementary school's main office. Let's start with the kids. First 2 students you deal with.
Hi, can I call home? I forgot my gym shoes.
You're wearing sneakers.
These are the white ones. I wear red ones to gym.
Back to class. Back to class. Next one. Excuse me, can I please call home? I seem to have misplaced my Stanley sippy cup. There's a water fountain 6 feet away. Just sip and head back to class, son. Side note, if you haven't been in an elementary school in the last couple of years, you're probably unaware that the loudest sound on earth is when Stanleys hit the fucking floor in class. $125 worth of stainless steel and wood hitting the floor sounds like a 12-gauge shotgun going off. I almost called a fucking lockdown the other day. 2 Stanleys hit the floor simultaneously in literacy. I thought someone fired a shotgun. I fucking not. No, really. I was that close to pulling the trigger. I firmly believe that children are a gift. They are. Children are a gift. Some gifts should be returned. I'm right. Trust me on this. Much like on your wedding day when you got that fucking blender you didn't ask for, give that shit back. And I think there should be a good return policy on kids. There should. This whole 90 days shit is a mess. Because you don't really know if you got a good one until they're 13 or so, right? The problem is when you try to re-gift or return a child, suddenly Dykus has something to say about it. Thanks a lot, Bin Laden. These fuckers come out of the woodwork left and right. They've got so touchy all of a sudden with that. It's a sick world. It's re-gifting a child. Are we asking for too much? I don't think so. There's an unsung hero of the elementary school that I never really gave much thought to until I started working there, and that's the school nurse. The school nurse pretty much runs a fucking walk-in clinic. She's got a constant stream of kids and visitors of all ages, including staff, from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. And you'd expect a runny nose, a sore throat, a kneecap, or, I don't know, a pen in the ass, right? School nurse has so much more to deal with nowadays. You've got boys who think they're menstruating. Yeah. You've got a they or a them shitting in a litter box in the corner of the office. And purring. And purring. You got a kid stabbing himself with an EpiPen repeatedly because he got too close to an Uncrustable. In my day, we went to the nurse for 2 reasons. 1, you needed a nice pack because you caught a 2-piece in a biscuit playing dodgeball, right? You had void tattooed to your forehead. Shit happens. 2nd reason, you needed to borrow a pair of corduroys because you shit yourself after lunch. Right? And don't get all judgy and look at me like you have fucked up a pair of beautiful boys. I'm not alone, and there's a good chance that right now someone here is actively shitting their pants. And it's not Josh. I swear to God, the nurse had a visitor the other day. He came in and said, I think I'm getting my period a week early. You'd expect this from a 7th or 8th grade girl, right? It was a male teacher. Male teacher. I didn't check his pronouns, but I'm pretty sure whatever issue he had wasn't going to be solved by Pampers or Midol. I was born and raised on the mean streets of Rumston. Actually, in the hood of Rumston. Many people didn't know Rumston had a hood. It does. It's determined by if you cut your own grass. I'm 48 years old. I'm still cutting my own grass, and based upon my performance tonight, I'll be cutting my own grass for the foreseeable future. Growing up in town, I've seen a lot of changes on the peninsula, some good, some bad, but one thing that's kind of annoyed the fuck out of me is the evolution of these town journal magazines. You know what I'm talking about? The Rumston Journal, the Fairhaven Journal, the Keensburg Journal, all those. It's the who's who, what's what, where's where, all the best places in town to get the best sushi, plastic surgery, and sex changes. And every month on the cover of this magazine, it features some family, some picture-perfect family who's lived in town for 3 fucking days. 3 days. And the picture looks like they were plucked out of a Vineyard Vines catalog. All uppity pigeons. Even the dog looks like an uppity pigeon. Collar and shit. And when they interview the mom is always quoted as saying something novel like, well, we've sunken roots here. You've sunken roots here. You've lived in town for 3 days. That's not even an antibiotic cycle. You've sunken roots here. Bitch, you best be talking about joining the garden club if you've sunken roots here. Fucking hydrangea? You have a Hoboken parking permit that doesn't expire for 6 months, but you've sunken roots here? It wouldn't bother me as much if they switched it up every month. 1 month, you have these uppity pigeons on the cover, and next month, you have a family of complete swamp donkeys on the cover. Bold, honest, in-your-face, unapologetically fucked up people who just tell you what's what. You look at the picture, one of the kids has a lazy eye. The other kid's got a fucking hoof for a foot. Dad looks like a meth addict. And mom's wearing a muumuu. And when they interview mom, she's boldly honest. Well, we've got more issues than a newsstand, to be honest with you. My husband takes the boat to the city each day for work. When he gets home at night, he's so tired he barely has enough energy to whack down a handle of Tito's. Before he goes upstairs to fuck the nanny, who's also a tranny. Then our son, Manny, well, he's decided he doesn't want to be a boy anymore, so he's transitioning into a labradoodle. All started a couple months ago when we caught him ass blasting our Yorkie. Poor kid got fleas and the dog hasn't walked right since. Then our son Liam, well, he's just a crayon-eating, window-licking, glue-gobbling mutant who's repeating the 4th grade for the 3rd time. Try doing that math in your head. Carry the 2 divided by 4. As for me, I sit home all day flicking my bean, firing rosé, and huffing enough Xanax to sedate a small rhinoceros. But we've sunken roots here. Oh, St. Mary's. Many moons ago when I was a local cop running radar on the midnight shift, bar closing time, car comes along, plugs a deer right in front of me. Deer hits the ground, gets up, limps off, car pauses, briefly pulls away. I realized I should probably do something about this being a cop and all in a marked car. I wipe the sleepies out of my eyes, take the lights and sirens, pull him over, walk up to the car, look at the driver. He is white-knuckled, staring straight ahead, 10 and 2. Tap on the window. Puts the window down, looks at me with a real heavy, strong Irish brogue, and he says, "Good God, man, did you see that fucking moose that come around in front of me car?" Yeah, it was a pretty big deer. He says, "Dear my arse, it was a fucking rhinoceros. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. It had ramblers, even license plates. What the hell is this, Wild Kingdom?" Yeah, it was pretty big. Are you okay? I'm not okay. I just took out one of God's majestic creatures. How the fuck do you think I feel? Okay, have you had anything to drink tonight? Well, I'm Irish, aren't I? Of course I've had something to drink. If you bet your arse, I'm gonna have a lot more when I get home, too. We laughed and laughed right until I put the handcuffs on him and charged him with DWI. Doesn't that suck, Josh? Like, that's the worst part of the night. Always goes off the rails that way. I'm a firm believer that if you can't laugh at yourself, you got no business laughing at anyone else. So I'm going to tell you how fucked up I was as a cop throughout my career. Little bit. Another night, I stopped a car, midnight shift, pulled the car over on a slight incline, called it out, walked up to the car, was speaking to the driver briefly. As we're conversing, a car comes up alongside me kind of slowly. I look over, realize it's one of my local patrol cars. So I wave, give him the 10-4 sign, I'm okay. Till I realized it was my own fucking car. I left it in drive. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is calling out a pursuit in your own police car? On foot? And it's all on camera. Dash cam got the whole thing. Me chasing my own fucking patrol car on foot down Brigham Avenue in Russia. We don't all catch the smart ones, just so you know. It's a sick world, we're just living in it. Any Governor Murphy fans in here? No. Outstanding. Outstanding. And he did his hometown this year over like gangbusters. I'm somewhat of a lyrical gangster. Not really, I'm a lady in the street, but a freak of the day. But I got a little nursery rhyme that I wrote. Tried it a couple times, I think this is a good crowd. This is a nursery rhyme for Governor Murphy, sung to the tune of Puff the Magic Dragon. Governor Philip Murphy has some fucked up teeth. He's a twit who leads like shit for the state of New Jersey. Good things he's accomplished, there isn't one. But that won't deter this bag of dicks from a presidential run. During his first term, his head was bare. But now this prick has sprouted some fur. So I was gonna say hair because it rhymes, right? Fucking dude's got fur. Fur. His head looks like a chia pet. His reign of terror isn't quite done yet. He banned the bags, now he's killing whales. Just more of his epic fails. Well, I'm confident that the end is near. We'll replace this piece of shit in 2 more years. Governor Phil Murphy. All right. I said a lot of fucked up things up here tonight, but they're all true. Every one of them. Mary, my bad. I truly believe laughter and smiles are contagious. And I am so super grateful for this event tonight because we made you laugh and you guys made us smile. So thank you for spreading something positive. I cannot thank Uncle Bobby and the Knights for making this an amazing event, for Tom Crossan for bringing us, for this whole crew, for the comedians, for all of you. Everyone being here, for laughing and having fun with us tonight. Thank you for coming. Oh, Ryan Jägermeister. Someone here is my fan. I'm coming out every weekend just to hang out here in the basement. Someone had Jaeger, and I'm so proud because I suddenly felt like I was getting roofied again all over at fucking DJs. This is great. Again, Mary, my bad. Guys and gals, my name is Mike Campanella. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for laughing. Cheers.
Keep it going for Mike Campanella. Good guy, good guy. My favorite thing about Mike is I've known Mike since I first started comedy for about a year now, and he always talks about, you know, doing you know, when he was a cop and I had ADHD and I forgot and this and that. And my favorite thing is, I'm sure he doesn't remember this, but a number of years ago, I was driving in Rumson in like early November, and he asked me, "Where are you headed?" And I could see it in his face. This guy is clueless. So I said, "I'm going to your house." And he was like, "Why?" I go, "It's Thanksgiving, dude." Like, of course, you're my uncle, what do you mean? Do you not recognize me? And he's like, no, of course I recognize you, like. And I was like, yeah, it's been a while since I've been to your house. What's your address? He gave me his address, and I've had Thanksgiving with Mike and his family for the last 10 years. Just to avoid us meeting.